17. At the line, 3 of 6, as you see. Duncan made the All-NBA third team and All-NBA defensive team, Doug, for the 13th consecutive season, making both each year in the league. Pretty impressive, huh?
And he's been swept in the playoffs only one time in his career, and this is another free throw. And that was in 2001. The Lakers beat them. The deciding game 4 beat them by 29 points. That's not going to be the case tonight here as they're down by 7, a little over 3 minutes to go.
Phoenix having a marvelous shooting fourth quarter, 64% from the floor. Nash has authored a lot of this, as has Stoudemire. They look inside. The defense by Hill, fighting for Richardson off the Phoenix Suns.
Steve Nash, that was a lazy pass. He's upset with himself. He tried to get the ball in the post to Jason Richardson, just sort of floated it up there rather than getting a good passing angle. Normally does not make that kind of mistake at that time of the game.
Ginobili is 2 of 10. Grant Hill on him here. Screen by Duncan. Deflected pass. Another turnover.
That's another careless pass by Ginobili. One hand off the dribble. He likes to make those passes. No place to go with that ball. Keep your eye now on Jason Richardson. This is that play they love to run to get him a 3.
Duncan with the rebound. And here comes Tony Parker. High speed, a bunch of moves. Into Dudley, and he can't convert. How many times have you said a missed layup tonight for San Antonio?
Yeah, Tony Parker got inside. This is a good timeout for Alvin Gentry. They've had 3 bad possessions in a row. It's a 7-point game, 2:21. This would be a big possession. If you could get this to 9 or 10, put all kinds of pressure on the Spurs here to try to catch up. It's going to be very, very tough.
Phoenix trying to sweep the numbers in the fourth.
Well, 2-man game. Amari Stoudemire, Steve Nash. They've combined for 18 points. Nash has 4 assists. You know you're going to see some phase of that here in this possession. But time is getting against the San Antonio Spurs right now. They need a stop, and they've got to go down and score. They've got to play a perfect 2:21 here if they want to push this to a game 5.
This game was tied at 77 with 9.5 minutes left, and Nash hit a 3 to give the Suns the lead. They haven't trailed since. Up by 7 right now. The biggest lead for Phoenix tonight has been 11. San Antonio had an early lead of 9. Nash with 18. Bonner and Parker on him. Shot clock at 5. Dudley into Bonner. Snapping it outside. Richardson on 3. Right between the eyes. He gets it. Oh, that may be the dagger.
The Spurs could not have played that play any better. Kevin, they took it right down. The shot clock went off when that ball was in the air. Dudley had no place to go. Just rotates it out to Jason Richardson, who has been unbelievable throughout the playoffs. And look at Steve Kerr, the former San Antonio Spur. Is he a happy man? This is a guy who 2 years ago they wanted to run out of Phoenix. And what a job he's done. Alvin Gentry hired him as coach. Quietly, he's rebuilt this team with some younger players. They've got a young kid named Earl Clark on that bench, too, that's about 6'10", 6'11". They're very high on Robert Sarver, the owner. Still chewing his nails, a little nervous there. But the Suns are about 2 minutes away here from being into the Western Conference Finals.
Nash had picked up his first foul moments ago.
See, Kev, the one thing about it, too, the Suns are a good free throw shooting team. So now all of a sudden, Jason Richardson can shoot free throws. Steve Nash is one of the best in the league at about 90%. The big thing for them is take care of the ball and don't turn it over or give up anything easy. Make the Spurs work every possession.
Mentioned it before, the Suns plus 21 points from beyond the arc. That three-point shot has been so valuable. Stoudemire the screen. Richardson teeing up another 3. Rebound by Manu Ginobili. Picked up and sends it to Hill. And to Nash, and George Hill makes it a 6-point game. Richardson.
Stay out of the trapping areas. Stay out of those corners. Another turnover.
Another deflection. Up ahead to Parker. Oh! 4-point game.
They are not going easy.
Nash, Stoudemire, and he sails in with another pick and roll. 12 points in this quarter for Amar'e Stoudemire with a game-high 29. It's George Hill. Intercepted. Grant Hill and out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds.
See, this is where the Spurs' lack of three-point shooting hurts them, because normally it'd be like a two-possession game. With them, it almost becomes a three-possession game. That's where you need that three-point shooting.
20-second timeout taken by San Antonio.
A careless pass that time by Jared Dudley. You know the passer or the defender is going to put his hands up in the air. Deflected pass, and then Nash runs it right back down and finds Amar'e Stoudemire to push it back to 6.
Phoenix Suns up by 6, 56.1 to play in regulation. Richardson just nailed a big-time three-point shot. He's got 9, well below what his impact has been in this series, but that shot was huge. All right, take us inside the Spurs here, Coach, and what they've got ahead of them with less than a minute to play.
Well, they need a field goal quick is what they need. They're going to run Ginobili out here to try to get a 3, and the Suns did a nice job switching it.
And then Parker brings up a floater on the corner.
Here's where you got to maintain your spacing, though. Look how the Suns have so many guys down here close to the ball.
Hill, Richardson, back to Nash, a terrific free throw shooter. The pipe, wide open lane, and Steve Nash has got 20, but half of those points have come in the all-important fourth quarter for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, normally he rests the first 6 minutes of the fourth period, but with the eye injury, tonight he's played the entire fourth quarter, so that little rest has enabled him to finish strong. It's been the two-man game of Steve Nash and Amar'e Stoudemire, and it looks like the Suns are moving to the next round.
Back in San Antonio for the Cold Hard Facts presented by Coors Light. Let's take a look at Doug's keys about 2.5 hours ago.
Well, we talked about the Suns' psyche. Did they want to finish off? They got down 9 again early, slow start, came roaring back. How about the pace of the game? Spurs 0-5 now in the playoffs when they allow 100 or more. That three-point line. Suns plus 21 points in the bench again. Suns plus 14. So we got about 29 seconds here, Kev, to see if the Suns can hold on. This would be big for the Phoenix Suns. It would give them 7 days rest before they would have to start the conference finals.
And they've done it with Nash, Doug. A gash above his right eye, 6 stitches put in. Swollen basically shut. Ginobili. Hill for 3. He was fouled! He was fouled! Stoudemire's got his 5th foul.
Well, they just ran a beautiful play for George Hill, and Amar'e Stoudemire commits a cardinal sin, fouling a three-point shooter. So I said they didn't have any three-point shooters. That could be a 4-point shot, and there's still going to be a differential. I don't know that the Spurs will play that out, though, to get it to 2.5. We'll have to see how Greg Popovich decides to play this.
Nash, Grant Hill, Dudley.
I tell you, the heart of this San Antonio Spurs team, they will just not go away. The Suns are going to have to take this, Kevin. Maybe put this in the refrigerator a little bit prematurely.
Doug, you've been talking about their pride throughout the game.
George Hill, they just ran a beautiful play, just executed it perfectly. And then Amar'e Stoudemire commits the cardinal sin there with the foul, because now, instead of a three-point game, it is a two-point game. Changes the whole strategy at the end of here. We saw Steve Kerr a while ago with his hands in the air, how excited. And you just see the ebbs and flows of NBA games, Kevin. I mean, if you blink at all at the end and make mistakes, the fact that you can take timeouts and move the ball to half court changes the game. The Spurs, though, are out of timeouts, so I don't think they're going to be able to play this out. There's a 1.9-second differential. The Suns are going to have to get the ball into a good free throw shooter, and the Spurs are going to have to take a foul because they cannot move the ball. want to get this ball into Steve. That's who you